Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside the talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Valentine in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Jared Allen is out there with Junior, and it's Irving at the one spot. And it's sent back by Allen. KD looking around. Inside, Duncan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
White, bounce pass. Carter outside. There's the pass to Levine. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
So it's Chicago now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Carter, the pass to White. Levine for three. It's rebounded by Durant. The Nets have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Allen, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
White, the pass to Levine. Dishes it to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And here is Valentine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. Defended by Durant. Valentine with it. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Left side Durant, over Valentine. Durant, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Levine finds White. Pass to Markkanen. And again, no good by Chicago.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a number one option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bulls also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Satoransky subbed in for Denzel Valentine.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Duncan outside. Back to Irving. Plays it up and banks it in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Markkanen. Levine against LeVert. The three. And it's White missing. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
The quick first step of Kyrie gave him an edge when all they could do was foul.
It's his first trip to the line. So for the Nets, Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Levert. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for White. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Levine. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Dinwiddie. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Saturansky, the pass to Gafford. And it's blocked by Jordan. Dinwiddie against Saturansky. And that one's good, Junior.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
To make the effort.
And the Nets making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Levine against Harris. And Levine, here we go. And Jordan sends it back.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Levine following the bucket by the Nets.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Gafford passes to Hutchison. And it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Carter, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Here is Carter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Here's Dinwiddie. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Duncan finds Harris. Back to Duncan. Good work defensively by Carter.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Saturansky against Hardaway. Pass to Carter. Over Jordan. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for Brooklyn. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to anything. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine's checked in for Saturansky. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Valentine and Markkanen, your small and power forwards. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pistons, had a huge game. He finished with 23 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
The shot by Valentine, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Valentine dishes to Levine. Knocked away. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kevin Durant. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. 3 on the clock. White. And just miss after miss right now.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
A nice shot by Irving.
Executing off the dribble, one of Kyrie's strongest assets.
And here are the Bulls now. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Garrett Temple has checked in for the Nets. Passes to Gafford. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out to White. Lock at 6. Baseline jumper. And it comes off the front of the rim. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Indiana. Temple, the pass to Junior. Back to Temple. Floats it up for Junior.
It looks like scoring is in Junior's DNA. He's got so many different tools to work with.
White looking around. The pass to Hutchison. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn, leading by a full 31 points. Very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Junior's out there with Durant, and it's Allen in at the center. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside, Markkanen. For 3, Levine. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back into this game. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brooklyn making some changes. Luwawu is checked in for Durant. Hardaway comes in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Chicago also making some changes. Satoransky comes in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White.
And you can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
Here's Markkanen, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Top of the key, Duncan. Allen passes to Junior, and that one drops for him. Duncan's got 9 points here in the second half.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Will it go? And the Bulls with another miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And Junior throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Allen. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Crawford in for Hardaway. Chicago also making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Markkanen, and it's Chandler Hutchison in for Valentine. Tipped away. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. But they recover it. Done outside. Pass to Gafford. Here's Satoransky over Crawford. And again, Chicago. No good. Brooklyn with the ball. They've gone on a 13-0 run. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Dinwiddie passes to Duncan. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Now Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Here's Hutchison, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Temple comes in for Jamal Crawford. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Done. And again, no good by Chicago.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Cornett. Now done. Now here's Satoransky. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
I like Satoransky's determination. Refuses to let the foul stop the shot.
For Chicago, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw lines. Crawford against White. And Markkanen throws it down.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Valentine in at the 3 spot. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Outside, Levine. It's Carter, high post, working on Allen. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mahimi's checked in for Wendell Carter. Luke Cornett comes in for Markkanen. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the two best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
It could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the two best teams play for it all.
The Nets making a switch here. Temple's checked in.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Duncan. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got his first bucket of the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And it's Harrison with the ball for Chicago. Up top, Mahinmi. Knocks it loose. There's the three. Cornette can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Duncan.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn. And here's Junior. Here's Allen. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Dunn attacking. Pass to Hutchison. Lets a floater go. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Offensive rebound. Allen goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Dunn. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.